The 4-month sleep regression results in your baby waking multiple times overnight looking for parental assistance to put them back to sleep. And usually that's in the form of rocking, bouncing, patting, and feeding. And while there is nothing inherently wrong with any of those ways of assisting your baby, they can fast become unsustainable. Now, the reason this occurs is that there is a sleep cycle maturation. Your baby's sleep cycles mature to become more like ours. And what commonly happens for so many babies, not all babies, but so many babies, is that the way that they fall asleep at bedtime or after the first waking is how they look to be resettled at each of these other wakings. And it's true that there are definitely babies that can be fully assisted to sleep at bedtime. So let's say they're rocked all the way to sleep at bedtime and transferred even at the age of 8, 9, 10 months, and they will still sleep 11 or 12 hours and they've never hit this rocky patch. But for so many babies, this is not the case. They become accustomed to the sleep association and start to ask for it between sleep cycles. Now, if this is becoming unsustainable for you, this is often where sleep training techniques and teaching a baby to self-settle or make the transition from awake to asleep on their own can be really helpful. Now, of course, that also means that we need to get on an age-appropriate schedule, our feeds in the right place. Speaking of feeds, you can hear my microwave in the background. Are they warm enough? Have they got rituals and patterns in their bedtime routine that they can pick up on? We got to get your sleep foundations in place. Then you can choose a sleep training technique and teach your baby at bedtime, and for all of those overnight wakings that aren't a scheduled feed, how to put themselves back to sleep on their own without rocking, feeding, bouncing, etc., etc. And that's what sleep training does, and that's why it's commonly started at the age of 4 months. And it's exactly why I created my 3 to 4 month sleep guide, so that if you hit your 4-month sleep regression early, which sometimes happens between the age of 3 and 5 months, then you can start with working on independent sleep.